73% of men over 50 who diet and exercise consistently still can't lose their lower belly. And the reason has nothing to do with calories. After 50, four hormones, testosterone, insulin, cortisol, and estrogen, start working against you. They flip your body into a fat storage machine, and every piece of advice you've been following is making it worse. This isn't about willpower. Your body changed and nobody updated the rules for you. The belly staying isn't failure. It's a hormonal signal your body is sending, and it has a fix. In the next 15 minutes, I'll show you exactly how each of these four hormones is building your belly, and the precise fix for each one. First, the testosterone trap. How declining testosterone does not just kill your energy, it turns your belly into a fat storage unit. Second, the insulin problem. Why eating less is not fixing this, and how your cells have stopped listening. Third, the stress hormone you cannot see, the one that is actively building belly fat while you sleep. And fourth, the hormone nobody talks about, the one that is turning you into a fat storage machine, and it is not even supposed to be in your body. But here's what matters most. At the end, I'm going to give you one insight that changes the entire game, something most doctors will never tell you because it does not fit the script they were taught. If you have been fighting this for months or years, stay with me. This is the explanation you have been looking for. Let me be clear about something right now. This is not about discipline. You have discipline. You show up. You have built a career, raised a family, handled pressure most people would crumble under. This is not about effort either. You have tried. You have cut carbs. You have done the workouts. You have downloaded the apps and tracked the macros and read the articles. But nobody told you the truth. Nobody told you that after 50, your body does not work the same way. The rules changed, and you are still playing by the old ones. The problem is not you. The problem is you have been lied to by an entire fitness industry that sells the same generic advice to 20-year-olds and 60-year-olds, and when it does not work for you, they blame your willpower. It is time to stop blaming yourself and start fixing the real problem. Point 1. Testosterone. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you felt powerful? Not just strong in the gym, powerful. That feeling in your 20s and 30s when you could work 12 hours, hit the gym, eat whatever, and still wake up lean and ready. That was testosterone. Here's what nobody explains clearly. Testosterone is not just about muscle or libido. It is about where your body decides to store energy. When testosterone is high, your body builds muscle and burns fat for fuel. When it drops, your body does the opposite. It stores fat and breaks down muscle. And it stores that fat in the worst possible place, your lower belly. After 50, testosterone drops by about 1 to 2% every year. That does not sound like much, but over 10 years, that is 20%. Over 20 years, it is 40%. You're walking around with half the testosterone you had at 30, and your body is responding exactly how you would expect. Your belly is not laziness, it is biology. But here is where it gets worse. Low testosterone does not just make you store fat, it makes you insulin resistant. And insulin resistance, which we are going to talk about next, makes you store even more fat. It is a cycle. And every year, it gets harder to break. So what do? You fix the signal. Lift heavy, not cardio, not light weights for high reps. Heavy compound movements, squats, deadlifts, presses. Your body releases testosterone in response to muscle stress. The heavier the load, the stronger the signal. You eat enough protein, at least 1 gram per pound of body weight. Protein tells your body to build, not store. And you stop eating like you are trying to starve yourself. Chronic calorie restriction tanks, testosterone. You need fuel to produce hormones. But if you ignore this, here's what happens. You keep losing muscle. Your metabolism keeps slowing, and that belly keeps growing, even if the scale goes down. Testosterone is the foundation, but it is only the first piece. Now you can fix testosterone and still fail, because the second hormone is the one that decides whether the food you eat gets burned or stored. And after 50, this hormone stops working the way it should. Point 2, insulin resistance. Imagine your body is a house with 100 doors. Every time you eat, insulin knocks on those doors and says, "Let the energy in." When you're young, the doors open. Energy goes into your muscles, into your liver. It gets used. But after years of knocking, after years of processed carbs and constant eating and stress, those doors stop opening. The insulin keeps knocking, the energy keeps arriving, but the doors stay shut. So where does it go? Straight to your belly. Fat storage. This is insulin resistance, and it is the reason you can eat less and still gain weight. Here's the scenario. You eat a bowl of oatmeal for breakfast. Healthy, right? Whole grains, low fat. That oatmeal turns into glucose. Your pancreas releases insulin to move that glucose into your cells. But your cells are resistant. They do not respond. So your pancreas releases more insulin and more. Eventually, the glucose gets stored as fat. And because insulin is a storage hormone, it locks that fat in place. You cannot burn it. Even if you are in a calorie deficit, even if you are exercising, you are stuck. Most men do not realize this. They think calories in, calories out. But if your insulin is constantly elevated, your body is in storage mode 24 hours a day. You could eat 1,500 calories and still not lose belly fat. So how do you fix it? You stop spiking insulin, you eat fewer meals. Not less food, fewer meals. Every time you eat, insulin goes up. If you are eating 6 small meals a day, like the old advice said, your insulin never comes down. You cut the processed carbs, bread, pasta, sugar, anything that spikes blood sugar fast. Replace it with protein and fat. Steak, eggs, butter, olive oil. These do not spike insulin. And you move after you eat. A 15-minute walk after a meal drops blood sugar by up to 30%. Your muscles soak up glucose without needing insulin. It is the simplest hack nobody uses. If you ignore this, you stay insulin resistant. And insulin resistance does not just keep you fat. It leads to diabetes, heart disease, inflammation. This is not cosmetic. This is survival. But here's the part that surprises most men. You can fix testosterone. You can fix insulin, and still your belly grows, because the third hormone has nothing to do with food. Point 3, cortisol. Stress does not just make you feel bad, it makes you fat. Let me paint the picture. You wake up, check your phone, emails, news, bills, arguments, work pressure, traffic, notifications. Your heart rate goes up. Your breathing gets shallow. Your body does not know the difference between a work deadline and a tiger chasing you. So it does what it has always done. It releases cortisol. Cortisol is your survival hormone. It tells your body to hold on to energy because danger is coming. And where does it store that energy? Your belly, specifically visceral fat. The dangerous kind, the kind wrapped around your organs. Here is the worst part. Cortisol breaks down muscle to create glucose. It thinks you need quick energy to fight or run. But you're just sitting at a desk, so that glucose gets stored as fat. You're literally losing muscle and gaining belly fat from stress alone. And it does not stop. Cortisol stays elevated for hours after the stressor is gone. If you are stressed all day, your cortisol never drops. You are in fat storage mode from the moment you wake up until you go to bed. You can eat perfectly, you can train hard, but if cortisol is high, you will not lose that belly. So what is the fix? You control your morning. The first hour of your day sets your cortisol pattern. Do not check your phone. Do not dive into email. Get sunlight, move your body, eat protein, give your nervous system a calm start. You add real recovery, not just rest. Recovery, walks in nature, breath work, sauna, anything that signals safety to your body. Cortisol drops when your body feels safe. And you sleep. This is non-negotiable. Poor sleep spikes cortisol the next day. It also tanks testosterone and increases insulin resistance. Sleep is not optional. It is the reset button. Ignore this, and your body stays in survival mode. You can do everything else right and still store belly fat because your body thinks it is under attack. Stop for a second. Let me tell you something most men do not want to hear. You're not going to fix this with a pill. You're not going to shortcut it with a supplement or a 5-minute workout or some miracle tea. This is about changing how you live. Not for 2 weeks, not until you lose the weight permanently. The men who win are not the ones who try harder. They are the ones who stop doing the things that are breaking them. Point 4, estrogen dominance. Now here is the hormone nobody talks about, estrogen. You think estrogen is a female hormone? It is, but you have it too, and after 50, you have too much of it. Here's why. Testosterone converts into estrogen through an enzyme called aromatase. The more body fat you have, especially belly fat, the more aromatase you produce. More aromatase means more testosterone turning into estrogen, so you end up with low testosterone and high estrogen. This is called estrogen dominance. And it is a nightmare. High estrogen makes you store fat. It makes you hold water. It kills your energy. It messes with your mood. And worst of all, it creates more belly fat, which creates more estrogen. Another vicious cycle. But it is not just internal. You're getting estrogen from the outside. Plastics, chemicals in food, tap water, fragrances. These are xenoestrogens, fake estrogens that mimic the real thing in your body. They are everywhere. Every time you drink from a plastic bottle. Every time you microwave food in plastic. Every time you use conventional cleaning products or cologne, you are dosing yourself with estrogen. Your body cannot tell the difference. It responds the same way. More fat storage, less testosterone, more belly fat. So how do you fight this? You reduce exposure. Drink from glass or stainless steel. Do not microwave plastic. Buy organic when possible, especially for meat and dairy. Use natural cleaning products. You support detoxification. Your liver clears estrogen. If your liver is overwhelmed, estrogen builds up. Eat cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, kale. These contain compounds that help your liver process estrogen, and you lose the belly fat. I know that sounds circular, but the more fat you lose, the less aromatase you produce, the less testosterone you lose to estrogen. It is hard at first, but once you break the cycle, it gets easier. If you ignore this, you are fighting a losing battle. You're trying to raise testosterone while your body is converting it into estrogen as fast as you make it. Now, those 4 hormones are the problem. Fix them, and you fix the belly. But here is what almost everyone misses. There is one thing that controls all 4, and if you do not get this right, nothing else matters. Your circadian rhythm. Most men think sleep is just about rest. It is not. Sleep is when your body regulates every hormone we just talked about. Testosterone peaks during deep sleep. If you do not get deep sleep, you do not produce testosterone. Insulin sensitivity resets overnight. If your sleep is broken, you wake up insulin resistant. Cortisol is supposed to drop at night and rise in the morning. If you are not sleeping in complete darkness, if you are looking at screens before bed, if you're going to bed at different times every night, your cortisol rhythm gets destroyed. And estrogen clearance happens in your liver while you sleep. Poor sleep means poor detoxification. Your circadian rhythm is the master controller. It is the operating system. Everything else is just software. Here is what most men get wrong. They treat sleep like a luxury, something they will catch up on later, something they sacrifice for work or TV or scrolling. But your body does not care about your excuses. It cares about the signal. And the signal is light and darkness, eating and fasting, activity and rest. If you eat late at night, you tell your body it is daytime. Insulin stays high. Fat storage stays on. If you are looking at bright screens at 10 p.m., you suppress melatonin. Melatonin is not just a sleep hormone. It is an antioxidant. It regulates insulin. It supports testosterone production. If you're sleeping in a room with light, even a little bit of light from a clock or street light outside, you disrupt deep sleep. You wake up exhausted with high cortisol and low testosterone. Fix your circadian rhythm and everything else gets easier. Ignore it and nothing works. Here is how. Go to bed at the same time every night. Aim for 10 p.m. Your body produces the most growth hormone and testosterone between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. Miss that window and you miss the recovery. Get sunlight in the morning. 10 minutes. It sets your cortisol rhythm and tells your body it is daytime. This makes you alert in the morning and tired at night. No food 3 hours before bed. Let insulin drop. Let your body shift into repair mode instead of digestion mode, and make your room completely dark. Blackout curtains, no LEDs, no phone. Your room should be a cave. Do this for 2 weeks, and you will feel like a different person. Your energy will come back. Your belly will start shrinking. Not because you are trying harder, because your hormones are finally working with you instead of against you. Now I want to hear from you. Which one of these 4 hormones do you think is your biggest problem? Is it low testosterone, insulin resistance, stress and cortisol, or estrogen dominance? Drop a comment and let me know. I read every single one. Before we finish, let me give you one more thing. This is something I almost never see talked about, and it is a game changer. Cold exposure. I'm not talking about ice baths for hours. I'm talking about 30 seconds of cold water at the end of your shower. Here is why it matters. Cold exposure activates brown fat. Most of your fat is white fat, storage, but brown fat burns energy to produce heat. It is metabolically active. When you expose yourself to cold, your body turns on brown fat to keep you warm. This burns calories, but more importantly, it improves insulin sensitivity. It increases norepinephrine, which helps break down belly fat, and it reduces inflammation. 30 seconds. That is it. At the end of your shower, turn the water as cold as it goes. Breathe through it. Let it hit your chest and belly. Do this every day for a month, and you will notice a difference, not just in fat loss, in mental clarity, in energy, in resilience. It is uncomfortable, but that is the point. Your body adapts to discomfort by getting stronger. Let me bring this together. Lower belly fat after 50 is not about eating less and moving more. It is about fixing the 4 hormones that control fat storage. Testosterone, the foundation. Lift heavy, eat enough, stop starving yourself. Insulin, the gatekeeper. Eat fewer meals, cut processed carbs, move after you eat. Cortisol, the stress hormone. Control your mornings. Add real recovery. Sleep like your life depends on it. And estrogen, the hidden saboteur. Reduce exposure, support your liver, break the cycle. But none of it works without the master controller. Your circadian rhythm, your sleep, your light exposure, your meal timing. This is not a quick fix. This is a recalibration. You're not broken. You're just running on the wrong settings. The men who fix this do not just lose the belly. They get their energy back, their confidence, their strength. They feel like themselves again. You have spent decades building a life. You have earned the right to feel powerful in your own body. This is how you take it back. If this resonated with you, subscribe to this channel. We make content for men who refuse to settle. Men who want the truth, not the easy answer. And if you want to know what to do next, watch this video. It is about the one food that is destroying your testosterone, and you are probably eating it every day. You have got this. Now go fix it.